The long run is something a lot of people underestimate. And it wasn't something that I really understood until I started running in college. Before, I thought it was solely about time on feet, which yes, that is a big component of. Once I realized that the long run is a type of tool that you use to gain fitness, like a workout or an easy run, it changed how I ran my long runs, and I honestly saw huge benefits. So whenever someone asks me about what they can do to get faster, oftentimes the long run is one of the first things I ask them about.
Hey, that's nice. I don't know. Buggies could cut if they're all.
Today I have something extra special planned for you guys. We have an 18-mile long run. It's probably one of the best long run spots in Utah, if not the best. You know, Boulder, Colorado has Magnolia Road. Flagstaff, Arizona has A1. Well, Salt Lake City, Utah has Jeremy Ranch. At 6,500 feet with rolling hills, it is the perfect place to get destroyed and gain some fitness. So that's what we're doing today. And we also have a guest star on the vlog today who will be joining us. So he's a pretty decent runner. And before we head out on today's long run, you guys, I gotta make sure I'm hydrated. How am I gonna do that? Well, I'll show you. Check it out. I'm gonna be using Element, which just so happens to be the sponsor of today's YouTube video. You know, I used to purely be a water guy until about a year ago when my coach found out that I don't use electrolytes. He said, Adam, if you care about your running, if you care about your recovery, you need to be taking electrolytes every single day. You know, I knew electrolytes were important, but like, how important is important, right? So after that, I educated myself. You can't even get adequately hydrated with water alone. You need electrolytes in there. So, you know, ever since then, I've been making sure I take electrolytes every single day, especially with how much I'm running, fluid balance, muscle impulses, hormonal balance, all that good stuff. So I like Element because it has the most perfect ratio of sodium, potassium, and magnesium, all based by science. And guys, right now, Element is offering you guys a free sample pack with any drink order. All you have to do is go to drinkelement.com/Adam Wood. I'll say it for you guys again. That's drinkelement.com/Adam Wood. And that deal is only available through that link. Get you guys a free sample pack. It's the best way to try out 8 of their flavors. So that all being said, we got 18 miles. Let's go to Jeremy Ranch. Top of the morning, top of the morning.
So I can drive on this road?
Yeah. Yep.
Fill my water.
What's up, Mantz? Sorry I'm late. Like, I know Coach Iceland, he's a genius, and what he does, like, works, you know what I'm saying? Like, it works, and it works really good. Hey, do you want us to switch sides on the road so the sun is better?
Got him out. He's in my car.
We're like 4 miles in, feeling pretty good, obviously. Let me tell you guys a little bit about Jeremy Ranch. The hard part about this run is obviously it has hills, but it's rolling hills, and on the way out, it's rolling downhill, okay? So you go out, roll all the way down, and you know, you just have to like roll all the way back up. That's a tough thing to do. So obsessed with like marathon pace and like
like OTQ pace and all that. And so those first few miles of the marathon should feel slow. Like you should get to halfway being like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can hold this for another half.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Mile 20 is where it starts.
There's cars. We're gonna be on this road for like another mile and a half. I'm only going 18, you're going 20, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna flip and then just add on.
Nice job.
how was your run?
Good.
$18 miles done. Mantz is adding on extra 2. Good run today. I mean, as I mentioned before, it's easy to go out pretty fast and then suffer on the way back. So I knew it was gonna come. See you in a bit.
California, because they're at sea level. Here we're like 48,000.
He didn't drop me, even though I could tell he wanted to, low key.
Not today. You're not one of those people I like to drop. Some people I like to get dropped and then I can run off my own.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the name of this video is gonna be, but it'll be getting dropped by an Olympic marathoner.
So was I supposed to try and drop you?
Yeah. Well, for the narrative of the video, you tried to drop me.
Oh, okay.
And against all odds, I stuck it out.
Against all odds.
All right, guys, let's talk about long runs. I mentioned earlier in the video that, looking at the long run as a tool and not just a normal run. And what I really mean by that is recognizing that the long run has a purpose. It's not just a random run that you do that's a little bit longer to get in a little bit of extra mileage. And obviously what event you do is going to change the purpose of that long run. But the biggest thing that changed for me from high school to college, just race-wise, was the races were longer. And so my long runs got longer. So yes, the volume of the long run went up. And I think the biggest and most important thing is that the pace that I was running my long runs at got much faster. Let me give you guys some bearings. My easy run pace is 7-minute pace. My tempo threshold pace is around 5-ish minutes, 5-10-ish minutes. And so my long run pace was like basically directly in the middle of that. It became a fairly regular thing to run 15, 16, 17 miles at 6-minute pace. Running these long runs in that moderate zone, I think really did build up my cardiovascular base, and it built it up really quickly. You see a lot of stuff on social media, people talking about like zone 2 training. And since my easy runs are in that easy zone and my workouts are in that hard zone, oftentimes I think a lot of people end up neglecting that moderate zone. And there is a purpose for it. And running your long runs this way does a really good job at adding a little bit of extra quality to your week without necessarily having it increasing intensity a whole lot. I mean, let's take a look at my run today. 18 miles, hour 50 minutes, 6:12 average pace, and the average heart rate was 159 beats per minute. So typically on my easy runs, my heart rate's anywhere from 135 to 145. So instead of spending the whole 18 miles in that kind of zone, it gets up into the 150s, 160s. And you can really see how my heart rate kind of progressed as the run went on. Obviously it got hillier and difficult as you went on, but just sitting kind of in that 150 range, mid 160 range. I really believe that me running my long runs this way actually helped me transition from high school to college, and also helped me be able to handle kind of these higher volume, higher intense workouts that you just do when you get to college. So I'm not a physiologist. In fact, I'm a nothingologist. I'm just a guy who likes to run, and I've been doing it for a long time. This is typically what I've seen work for me and other runners. For me personally, it doesn't matter what event I'm really training for, whether it's the 5K, half marathon, marathon. My long runs are typically all gonna be at that moderate type effort, just because it does a really good job at building that cardiovascular base. Today was a real good test to see, you know, how my body's recovering from the mono and how it's all feeling. And I mean, so far so good. Energy levels are getting back to normal, and I'll probably be starting workouts here in a little bit, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm just kind of taking my time, enjoying the process, having fun. I'm zeroing in on when my next marathon is gonna be. I'm super excited to let you guys know once it becomes all official. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. And yeah, thanks for watching.